There are so many ways to be a family these days. What I tell my divorcing couples is, no matter what, if you have children, you will always be a family. Some people find this a little disturbing to hear, and for others, it gives comfort, especially your children. And you know, when you are getting divorced or going through a separation, it's no longer about fixing your spouse anymore, no longer about complaining and letting them know what they're doing wrong or right. Your number one focus becomes your children. Even in amicable divorces, it's tough. You are giving up a life that you thought you would have, a family that you're creating, and now it's about creating a new family. Moving into two separate households has its own share of challenges. Mom and dad may do things differently. It involves helping your kids understand that while there may be differences in either household, both parents love their children. While the challenges you had in your marriage don't miraculously disappear just because you're going through a divorce, you can make things better. So what are some keys for creating a healthy family dynamic as you move forward in two separate households? First, don't complain about your spouse to your kids. It's kind of a natural thing to be upset and to talk and complain when you're upset, but you need to stop doing that. Your children are working on establishing and maintaining a relationship with both of you, and complaining and talking about your spouse undermines that. Do reassure your children. They need to know that they are loved, even though mom and dad are no longer living together. Kids tend to blame themselves for a divorce. Don't use your kids as little mini detectives. So often I hear parents subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, asking their kids about the whereabouts of their spouse. Who did daddy go out with? How long was mommy gone? Don't do that. If you really want to know, ask your co-parent. Don't put your kids in the middle. Don't try and solve problems when tempers are high. I tell people to have a code word. Pressing the pause button seems to work really well. Pause, take a break, and then come back to the conversation. And finally, engage in self-care. Taking care of yourself is one of the biggest things you can give to yourself and your children. Remember, kids learn more from what you do than what you say. And when you model taking care of yourself, it helps them to do the same. While challenges between adults don't disappear just because you've gone through a divorce, you can, with communication and courage and commitment, make your family be the best it can be. And your kids may not only survive, they may just thrive. Remember, it's important to ask for help when you need it. Asking for help models to your kids that it's okay to say, I need help. Reach out to a professional, a clergy person, coach, counselor. If there's any way that I can help, feel free to connect with me. Thanks.